Hi there and welcome. I'm Kevin the Tech Guy. Thanks for checking out my YouTube channel and my home business at kevinthetechguy.ca. In this video, we're talking how to disable cookie banners. Cookie banners have become a constant interruption online. I don't have to tell you that. Those pop-ups asking you to accept or reject cookies every time you visit a website. In truth, those cookie banners don't offer any meaningful protection, and they don't stop bad tracking practices either. What they do is get in the way. In this quick tip, I'll explain how you can block them so you'll mostly never see them again. So, why are cookie banners everywhere? Here's the thing. Those banners aren't really about improving your privacy at all. They're just there because of GDPR rules in Europe. That regulation forces any website that might be seen by anyone in Europe, because the internet's around the world, obviously, but it forces them to display those messages explaining how they use cookies, and that therefore, since the internet is global, every website, major website at the very least, feels compelled to comply with that. It sounds good on the surface, but it's a lazy fix. It doesn't actually improve your experience or make them more private or even secure. The banners don't stop bad behavior, they just annoy everybody. Cookies let websites remember when you're logged in, and I cringe when I say that because you should never use cookies in that way to log into a site. However, once you are logged in, cookies are used, and very efficiently, in many cases. They keep track of what's in your shopping cart, or they track, basic user visitor stats. Most sites use cookies reasonably and responsibly. The real problem here isn't cookies. It's the shady tracking that happens behind the scenes, with third-party cookies in particular. But rather than deal with that, websites just throw up a banner and act like they've done their part. So how do we block cookie banners automatically? For one, you can use browser extensions that do this work for you. One is uBlock Origin. If you already use uBlock Origin, and by the way, as I've mentioned in my other blog posts and videos even, uBlock Origin is no longer supported in Chrome, only Firefox. Go into the settings and you can go to the filters there and tweak those. Turn them all on, basically. That's what I do. It saves time and cuts down on the noise while browsing. Another one is I don't care about cookies, or kind of the fork of that is I still don't care about cookies. It's been around for a little while, and you can add it to your browser in one click. I have it running as a backup just in case something slips through. It's more of a why not edition than a must have. And kind of a bonus tip here, the one I'm talking about now is called Consent-O-Matic. I'll link to that in the description, and in the blog post I do have a quick pick, Kevin's pick if you will, blog post about Consent-O-Matic. So that's another option. Let's take a look at the browser extensions in Firefox that I use and recommend that will get rid of those cookie banners. So in the upper right hand corner of Firefox here, I have the menu bar. And as I've said before, if you don't see that, you can one, go over to the hamburger menu and access kind of the menu system that way. Or if you want to enable the menus at the top left of Firefox, you can right click and select menu bar to put a check mark there, and that will enable those menus for you. Let's go to tools and add-ons and themes. All right. And then on the left-hand side there, we'll go to extensions. And here are the extensions I have installed. Let's go ahead and install Consent-O-Matic just for the sake of showing you that process, and then we'll get into the settings of these extensions. So in search, I'll type in Consent-O-Matic or something like that. And the very top result, which is a fairly popular one at almost 50,000 users currently, is Consent-O-Matic. And here it is. So I'll click on Add to Firefox. And then here, Add Consent-O-Matic. This extension will have permission to access your data for all websites, access browser tabs, and can even run in private windows. So incognito mode. We'll click on Add there. And then here it says Consent-O-Matic was added. Manage your add-ons and themes through the application menu. All right. So a few choices here in terms of where you could configure, as it says, configure what categories of tracking you would like to allow. Consent-O-Matic then fills out the consent pop-ups as best as possible based on your preferences. All tracking is rejected by default. So the only one that I care about is preferences and functionality. These are the must-have, these are the essential cookies. We don't want to block all cookies. Cookies are vital to how the internet works. We want to turn that on, and this is why. As it says, allow sites to remember choices you make, such as your username, language, or the region you are located in, and provide enhanced, more personal features. For instance, these cookies can be used to remember your login details, changes you have made to text size, fonts, and other parts of web pages that you can customize. They may be used to provide services you have asked for, such as watching a video or commenting on a blog. The information in this cookie is not used to track your browsing activity on other websites. So no third-party cookies involved there. That's the kind of cookies we want. They're first-party cookies. Let's go back to the extensions page here. The other one that I mentioned here is I still don't care about cookies, which is kind of a fork of the I don't care about cookies add-on extension, whatever we're calling them. As it says, it's the community version of that particular extension. Doesn't matter. It's better. Okay. It works better in my experience. So I could go into settings, in which case I'd click on the more icon next to the extension and I'd go to options. But this extension doesn't have much to it. It just does what it says. When you get into the details of it, it does its best to block those cookie banners. As for uBlog Origin, let's go into the settings there, go to options. And here we go. So a little overwhelming. Let's go to filter lists. And pretty much you want to enable everything here. And I haven't because I want to show this to you. So we'll zoom in here. Cookie notices. So easy list UBO cookie notices. We'll check that. Add guard UBO cookie notices. We'll do that. Easy list and the other one's fanboy. I mentioned those earlier in the video, but we want to select each of those. We'll go down to annoyances and get these ones too. And now we're going to apply changes. So make sure that you do that. They don't close that tab right after that. They click on apply changes. It's going to do a quick update of those database lists. And there we go. That's probably the best protection you're going to get as far as those cookie banner notices are concerned. We'll go to search once again and type in Ghostery. Once again, it is the first choice. That's good. We'll go to add to Firefox. Same thing as before. Add Ghostery tracker and ad blocker. Privacy ad block, question mark, okay, whatever. This extension will have permission to, as they all do, access your data for all websites, access browser tabs, access browser activity during navigation, all relevant things that it needs to do. We trust it. We're going to click on yes, or add rather, and then click OK on the thing that says it's been installed. All right. Welcome to Ghostery. To get started, it wants us to share its insights and share performance telemetry, which you are required to do to use the plugin, the extension. Well, that's fine. We'll click on Enable Ghostery. Woohoo! Setup successful. So Ghostery is now installed. We're going to zoom in here and go to Options. Here's what it does, or what it can do. You can pause it on any given site. It has ad blocking, anti-tracking, does a never consent thing, which is the part that we care about today. Automatically reject cookie consent notices. So that's fantastic. So that definitely helps in terms of our goals with this blog post and video, and it further ensures that we don't see these cookie banners with these different plugins extensions that we have installed. Cookie banners are one of the most frustrating examples of performative privacy. They're a checkbox, not a solution. If you're tired of dealing with them, as I know you are, take the 5 minutes to install one or all or many or some of these extensions and configure them the way that you like. You'll get a cleaner, faster browsing experience without missing anything important and without having to click accept for the 1,000th time on any of these cookie banners. As always, thanks for taking a few quick minutes to check out this quick tip, my YouTube channel, and my home business website at kevinthetechguy.ca. If you appreciate and value my work, please subscribe on YouTube and become a paid subscriber on my website for $5 a month. I can't do this work without your support. Thanks for stopping by.